we take your state motto so seriously, all for country, and let's take a moment to honor the Americans in this crowd who have put our country first. Those of you who have served in the past as veterans or you're serving us today, if you could raise your hand and let us honor you guys. We thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so we are here near UNLV's campus, the home of the Runnin' Rebels. It's great to be here as part of a team that has a kinship with them. And John and I, though we don't call ourselves the Runnin' Rebels, we consider ourselves a team of mavericks. And we do share that unique spirit, though, and I hope that we can count on you to put the maverick of the Senate in the White House. November 4th, we need your vote, Nevada. Are you ready to help carry your state to victory? Are you ready to make John McCain the next president of the United States of America? Thank you. Send us to Washington to shake things up. Thank you. And today I have another question that's especially for the women in this audience and all across our great country. All you women. Yes. Are you ready to break the highest, hardest glass ceiling in America? Such an honor for me today to have up here on stage some very independent, very courageous, very accomplished women, and I am so honored to get to introduce you to these women who've broken a few glass ceilings of their own. And I'd ask you gals to stand up here as I introduce you. First, Promilia Bartholomew is a small business owner and a member of the Democratic National Platform Committee. She's with us today. Thank you. My honor to have with us also Linda Kling, the former Oregon president and now vice president of the National Organization of Women. She's here with us today. And Shelley Mandel, president of the Los Angeles chapter of the National Organization for Women, here with us today. Also, you may have seen her on television a whole lot lately. She is a member of the Democratic Platform Committee. She is here with us today. And Elaine Lafferty, a former editor-in-chief of Ms. Magazine. They are here today to endorse the McCain-Palin campaign. We are proud, and I thank them for their confidence, for their support, especially for their courage. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, you guys can sit down if you want to. Thank you. Thank you. Our opponents think that they have the women's vote all locked up, which is a little presumptuous. Little presumptuous, since only our side has a woman on the ticket. So. In the audience, but again, this is for the women in the audience here. When it came time for choosing, somehow Barack Obama just couldn't bring himself to pick the woman who got 18 million votes in his primary. And that seems to be too familiar a story, isn't it? That how it is for so many American women. The qualifications are there, but for some reason the promotion never comes. There's always some long explanation for why they got passed over, or some unseen barrier, some excuse. And that's just one of the things that I so admire about John McCain. He is not someone who makes excuses. Obama campaign. Why did it take 24 years, an entire generation, from the time that Geraldine Ferraro made her pioneering bid until the next time that a woman was asked to join a national ticket? In the long history of our country, 74 people have held the position of president or vice president. And why have the major parties given America only 2 chances to even consider a woman for either office? 88 years after women gained the right to vote, and 83 years after Nellie Taylor Ross of Wyoming became the first woman governor in our great nation, and 60 years after Margaret Chase Smith was elected to the Senate. This glass ceiling, it is still there, but it's about time that we shatter that glass ceiling once and for all. Between what Barack Obama says and what he does. And his primary opponent wasn't the first one to notice this. Out on the stump, he talks a good game about equal pay for equal work. But according to the Senate payroll records, women on his own staff get just 83 cents for every dollar that the men get. That's $9,000 less every year than he pays the guys. And you gotta ask, what is with that? Does he think that the women aren't working as hard? Does he think that they are 17% less productive? And Barack Obama can't say that this is just the way that it's always been done around the Capitol, because I know one senator who actually does pay women equal wages for equal work, Senator John McCain. Another reason why American women, Democrat, Republican, Independent, should not let Barack Obama just take their votes for granted. And let me give you a few more reasons, starting with his plan to, as he puts it, spread the wealth around. That is how our opponent defended his so-called tax cut to Joe the plumber the other day. Or Wendy the plumber's daughter. There you go. Now that spreading the wealth around really is just a scheme for income distribution. Joe didn't buy it. Joe the plumber, he would have none of that. He called him on it. In fact, he said that he sure thought that sounded like socialism. Joe the plumber. And the rest of us shouldn't buy it either, especially the millions of women in America who own small businesses. Women start as many new businesses as men start, and they are entrepreneurs trying to make a better life for themselves and for their families, and trying to make payroll for their employees. They're women, just like Irma Aguirre is her name. She owns a restaurant close by. She dreamed for years of owning her own restaurant, and she made it just a year ago. Irma, she owns the La Madonna Mexican restaurant right here in Las Vegas. She employs 20 people, Latino. She is exactly the kind of small business owner whose taxes would go way up under the Obama tax plan. And the health care fines and the mandates that our opponent would impose aren't going to help her much either. They're going to force her to let employees go if they are too high, and they could even put her out of business. And our opponent thinks he's got problems with Joe the plumber. Well, he should talk to Irma, the restaurant owner, because she's voting for John McCain, too.